not be able to really see the comments because I'm using another phone in front of me on YouTube, right? I'm doing wonderful, guys. Thank you for asking. Um, I'm doing wonderful. You know, I took a break. I took a little mini vacation, which I really enjoyed. Um, I really enjoyed. Did lots of fun and interesting things. So I was just super happy about that, you know. That's the picture that you guys saw me post in the pink, but I have a few more that I want to share with you guys, right? So, okay, I'm live. Carla, I'm live, okay?
Yes, no problem.
All right, just give me 30 seconds and then you'll know when to come in, all right?
All right, no problem.
All right, so I haven't done a Friday Night Live in a while, you know, talking like this. So YouTube, me know so when I see all of the spot them in my face because the camera is so close. But let's see if I can go up a little bit. All right, so I got a call today when I was at work from a gentleman who wanted to share some information with me. He then asked for my help, and I had to advise him that being that we're not in the same country and I'm unable to travel with him, to him to do an interview and verify his information, the most I can do is share my platform and hopefully he'll be able to get the help that he's seeking. So that's the disclaimer right there, that I'm opening the platform and hopefully he can get the assistance that he's seeking, right? Carla, you can go ahead and speak.
There's a feedback in your background.
Wait, are you on my live?
No, I'm not on your live.
I don't know why there is a feedback in my background. Are you sure it's not yours?
Let me check. Just give me a minute, please. No, I'm not on the live.
On
Can you hear
live.
me now?
No, one moment.
Okay,
For some reason, Facebook just kicked me off. Oh Lord. One moment.
no problem.
Yes, you can go ahead.
All right, so good night, everybody. I met Sasha today via social media. I've always watched her, her live where she assists needy persons. I won't call my name on the live, but I am a Jamaican. I am from Jamaica. I left the country last month to Panama because of certain security reasons. My mother died in childbirth. My father died at a tender age while I was at a tender age as well. I was grown in a part of boys' home in Manchester, where I spent almost 18 years. I was then abused by staff members and by bigger boys. I was diagnosed with HIV at age 13. I have been living with HIV for the past 16, 17 years. I caught the HIV through one of the boys at Mount Olivet Boys Home, which that's not my fault, you understand? And it has been a toll on my life. I am not stressed out because it's an illness. It's not a death sentence because I've been living with it and nobody knows. Nobody knows that I was living with HIV because I was being taken care of. I was working when I was in Jamaica and I was taking care of myself, but because of security reasons and at an initial point, I remember I told somebody, yes, I did tell somebody in Jamaica, a good friend of mine, but we had some altercation, and then from there she spread my name, telling people that I was HIV positive, and that was a bit of discrimination for me, and persons were calling my name and stuff. Also, because it was a boys' home and I was abused, I then started practicing homosexual practices, which turned out not to be good. And you know that Jamaica is a homophobic country. So I had to leave the country last year to seek help in other country. Currently I'm in Panama, and Panama accepts me. I am currently here seeking the asylum. It's very hard because it's a Spanish country. I know a little bit of Spanish, not a lot, but I know a little bit of Spanish. I seek the asylum here in Panama. I cannot work. They don't give you a place to stay. Currently I'm at a church, staying until the status comes through in December. So I've received documents from the Panamanian government for me to move up and down in the country without harm from the police or from anybody. So if I'm going on the road, I need to take my passport and the letter that I got from the Panamanian government while they work on the status, which will come through in December. After the status is granted in December, then I'll be able to access a work permit and then get a job here, either as a teacher in one of the English international schools or in one of the English call centers here in Panama. Currently, I have no food. This is the biggest problem I'm having right now. Where I'm staying at the church, it has a stove, it has gas, it has fridge, but no food.
All right, callers, for those of you who are just joining me, the caller on the phone stated that he lost his mom died in childbirth. His father died when he was a tender age. He grew up in an all boys home under state care, caller.
Yes.
He grew up in an all boys home under state care, where he says that he was abused by whom, caller?
Staff members and bigger boys.
By staff members and bigger boys. He was then diagnosed with HIV by the age of 13.
Yes.
So for the age of 13, he was then diagnosed with HIV, which he would have contracted from the bigger boys or the staff member.
And I'm 28 years old now.
You're 29 December coming. So
yes.
And you said based on what happened to you when you were younger, at what age did you go to this group home?
I went there, I think at age 3 years old I went there, yes.
You went to age 3.
Age 3, yes.
Okay, you went there at age 3.
After my mom died, I was then taken up by some family members, I was told, but they could not manage me. So then CDA, which is a child development agency, took me away from them and then placed me in that parish.
Okay, so
when you are in state care, they try to hide you from your families.
Okay, so you're saying that so your mom died in childbirth. Initially, you were being cared for by family members. However, you were not being treated correctly, so they removed you and put you in a group home, correct? That's what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay, and you're saying that based on what took place during that time, you went towards homosexuality?
Yes, based on it's a boys' home, and there's no girls. I was abused, and your staff members, they knew of the situation. They brought me to the doctor, but sometimes you're afraid to talk because if you talk, they'll beat you up. The bigger boys, they'll beat you up. So at one initial, I had to talk. You understand, because it was getting to my head. I had to talk, and then this is where the police came in and persons from CDA came in, and then this is how they removed the bigger boys, the boys who was abusing the smaller ones. They removed them from the home, and from that time until today's day, I'm practicing homosexuality. I really want to stop, but it's really a challenge. It's really a challenge, Sasha.
Yeah, when you called,
So
you didn't sound very pleased that that was, the way that you were living. But I'm not really one to judge, so I'm not going to try and dictate anything to you. You alone know your
yes, I know.
story. All I can do is show compassion. Somebody on the
I
live is
understand.
saying that if you're the same person who had called Chris for assistance.
If I'm the same person who had called Chris for
Yeah,
assistance,
yeah.
yes, I'm the same person who, yeah, I'm the same person who called Chris.
Yes, Kimon, he is
Yes,
the same person that called Chris for assistance. So you're saying that you
yes,
sought asylum in Panama. You're currently there. You're sleeping in a church. You're not going
yes.
to get a work permit until this December. So you're seeking
Well,
assistance
not
for
December.
food.
I will get the status, but I don't know if I'll get the work permit December or next year.
Oh,
So,
you get the status
yes,
in December.
status. Yes, in December. But you don't get the work permit right away. We have to be doing illegal work, and currently I cannot find any job. I put on my status that I can teach English. So if anybody is interested, I'll be able to offer them English, but nobody seems to want that. So I'm on my own.
Oh, okay, and you're seeking assistance for food. Panama is very expensive for food, though. It is.
Well, for me, it's not so expensive. Well, for me, it's not expensive compared to our dollars back in Jamaica.
Maybe.
It's not expensive for me because I spend like I remember last month I got $100 or so, and I bought a lot of food based on the year that you were in.
Yeah, maybe it's the area. Yeah.
Yes, because you were in the city or something like that. I'm in the city, in Panama City, but not in the city.
Okay, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
So, a lot of Jamaicans can relate to going overseas and having to work under the table and the struggles that may come with that. As I've already declared, guys, I've never met this person. They just shared their story with me and asked me to share it. But, however, as I
Yes.
told you, I'm unable to do that, but I can share my platform and let you
I
speak,
know.
and then persons can make the decision as to whether or not they'd like to communicate and assist, right?
Well, to be honest, I would be grateful if anybody can assist. It doesn't matter how small it is, just for me to buy some food. I'm a very independent person, but as I said, at this moment, I cannot work until the status have come through. I have sent emails to all the English call centers here in Panama and asked for under the table jobs, but the recruitment teams says they no longer do under the table because there's a fine. The government has placed a fine on all business. If immigrants come in the country and they don't have a work permit and they take them without work permit, then the company will be fined of 50,000 US dollars, which no company wants to pay that. So I am left stranded, so I have to just wait. If anybody is willing to assist, then I am willing to prove and show paperwork. So yeah, because I like to prove and show things.
Okay. So how are you getting your medication in Panama? I'm assuming that you're undetected.
Yes, that's the first thing when I came here. That's the first thing I tried to check about when I came here. I got in contact with the Red Cross, and they placed a social worker. They gave me a social worker that would have been responsible for that. They took me to the hospital. I signed up with the hospital, and then from there I started getting. They took my blood test, and I'm currently on medication now.
Oh, so you're getting your medication over there.
Yes, yes, I'm getting medication here because that's the first thing. The first thing when I came in the country, I checked about because the medication is very vital.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In order to remain undetected and to keep healthy, it is
Yes,
important that time. And a lot of persons don't understand what it means. When you're HIV positive and your status is undetected, um, um, it means that you're unable to transmit the disease to
yes,
others. However, if you don't seek treatment and HIV turns into AIDS, which is the more aggressive form of the virus, that is when you're able to transmit the disease onto others. So for a person to discriminate and stereotype, it is very important that you have your information correct. Persons who are undetected are unable to spread the virus to others once they remain on their medication, whereas AIDS is the next level to HIV. That is the more that is the more aggressive form when that is the more aggressive form when persons are able to transmit. Am I correct, Carla?
Yes, you're correct. You're correct.
Okay. So if there's anybody on the live that would like to reach out to this caller, you can contact me. Yes, yes, Anne Marie. It's very important for people to know that because there's a lot of discrimination that goes on, and people
There's
just
a
think
lot of
once you
discrimination.
have
As I said, I had to leave Jamaica because I got a lot of backlash and a lot of discrimination. This was not done by me personally. I was growing in a boys' home and I was being abused and I could not say anything. You understand? Until last minute. That's when they took me to the doctor. They did their tests and all of that, and then that's when I was told that I was HIV positive. Yes, I was stressed because I was young, and I'm saying, well, this is the end of my life. You understand? And then this is where I got counseling, and then I started feeling much better when I started getting the medication. Started I started feeling a sense of humor. You understand? Because I'm saying, well, this is a death sentence for me. When I hear persons talking about cancer and say cancer is a killer more than HIV, I say, well, I need to take my medication. And from that time until today's date, I'm telling you, I have been taking my medication. I have been healthy. But only thing is that because of discrimination and because of my sexuality, then I had to move because I never want anybody to kill me or anybody to do anything. So I moved out of the country last month with the help. I did not have the plane fare either. I had to seek help, and I got help from my church. You understand, which is the Seventh-day Adventist. I got help from them, and they paid the ticket, and I came to Panama.
hold up. Your church paid for you to leave the country?
Yes, not the church itself, but the Seventh-day Adventist organization.
The organization, so they're aware of your situation and your sexuality?
What you said?
They're aware of the situation as well as your sexuality.
Yes, Andrews Memorial Hospital, they were the ones who paid the ticket and they are aware of the situation.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Because I had to tell them the situation in order to get assistance, because you understand, and I had to prove to them, which I did. You understand, and that's a hospital, that's a Seventh-day Adventist hospital in Kingston. I think it's on Halfway Road. That's where I went, and I spoke with them, and they purchased the ticket for me to come to Panama. And I'm here now. I'm still giving God thanks for life in spite I don't have any food. I have like tea bag and sugar. I have to make tea and drink just to keep my blood sugar up. You understand? With this virus, you have to eat and take your medication. If you don't eat, then you will lose weight and then you'll be stressed out. So this is the problem I'm having. I tried to go to the government office again yesterday just to ask them if they can speed up the asylum process so that I can get to work and be back on my feet. But they're saying I have to wait like everybody else. So I just have to just wait.
So if persons want to assist you to buy food, how would they go ahead and do so?
Well, they can send it, if they're willing to assist, they can send you the money, or they can send
No, I can't collect any. I'm not able to collect any funds currently with my work life and all of that, unless it's Zelle and Cash App, But they have MoneyGram. They have Western Union in Panama, right?
Yes, and MoneyGram.
And MoneyGram. Okay, if there's anybody on this live right now, guys, I'm asking you to share the live. As I said, the only thing I can do is offer compassion. I'm only human, so I'm not going to say I don't ever judge, but I try my best not to. Because none of us know none of us can speak about our next person's shoes, because at the end of the day, we're not the ones to walk in it, right? This is his story that he has shared. I'm not in a position to say that he's lying. I'm not in a position to say that he's telling the truth. However, if this speaks to you and you would like to assist him to buy food, I mean, none of when I really like for hearing people say them hungry. It's kind of heartbreaking, you know. If anybody would like to assist him to buy food, you can contact me and I will put you in direct contact with him. I'm not going to put out his number because I know persons have been harassed in the past when we've put out their number on the page, right? Um, if you're not able to assist him, pray for him and show compassion. Um, like I said, I'm not going to be the person to judge or to throw in a big stone. So if you're not able to assist him, pray for him and remember to show compassion, because there's the person who's on the end of this line is flesh and blood, um, and is a human being like the rest of us, regardless of his sexual choices, regardless of his status. He's flesh and blood and he's human being, and he's come forward to ask for assistance, right? So if there's anybody who would like to assist him, you can just send me a message. It's 876-417-7320. You can send me a message. I will put you in contact with this caller and you can speak to them yourself. If it is that you have ill intentions, I would ask you, just, don't come my way. Also, I remember saying that I wouldn't do any more calls, but then I thought about it today and I said, you know what, I have so many donors who have never met me. They've never met me. They don't know my lifestyle. They don't know me personally, but yet still they entrust me with funds. We can entrust other people as well. You understand? And sometimes we just have to take a leap of faith to help our brother or to help our sister. And like I said, let's do so with compassion and with love. Now, say go. Carla, is there anything else you'd like to say before I end this live?
I just want to say thanks, and as I said, if anybody can help, I would be grateful. I know this is not the end of my life, because once I start work and I'm up and running again, I will be able to help persons out there that have HIV, whether girls or boys. I'm willing to start a foundation to help persons who are living with HIV and let them know it's not a death sentence, because as I said, it's Jamaica is when it comes on to discrimination, Jamaicans discriminate a lot. I am in Panama right now and I'm telling you, I have gone to the hospital. I have not seen any discrimination. I have seen a lot of HIV patients at the hospital and nobody cares about them. They're going about their business, nobody looking at them or scorning them or anything. Here in Panama, it's homosexual is legalized. They're all over the place and they're walking up and down. Nobody looks at them. Everybody's just going about their business, work, back and forth. But I am here. I am willing to help persons once I am up and running again. And Sasha, I just want to say thanks again.
You're welcome. All right.
Yes.
All right, Carla. Good night. Like I said, that's I just ended the call with a call and I'm gonna wrap up now. Like I said, we don't have to agree with someone's life choices. We don't have to necessarily agree with their lifestyle, whether it be for religious beliefs, whatever. We don't have to necessarily agree with it to show love and to be compassionate. Sometimes some persons make the decision and live a certain lifestyle because they're mature enough and that's where the way that they want to go. You have other persons that partake in that lifestyle simply because, and it is a lifestyle, that partakes in that lifestyle because they were abused. Some persons never had a choice. Some persons never know another way. They were abused and it was forced upon them, and that's the reason why I choose not to judge, because not every story is the same. Some of them are very much heartbreaking and sad. So like I said, I'm not endorsing anything, just so we're clear right now, because me stand up firm on my beliefs. I'm not endorsing anything, but I have compassion and I have love, and I will never ever judge a person for the choices that they make. I reserve all right of judgment to my heavenly Father. You understand? Not agreeing with something doesn't mean that you have to throw stones in their direction. If there's anybody who would like to assist the person that just called and needs food, please go ahead and do so. I know what hunger feel like. I know persons on this live, probably watching this live, probably know what hunger feels like as well. And may I tell you, say, hungry na normal, hunger cross. So if anybody would like to send him a $20, send him a $50, send him a $10, so that he can get some food, I implore you to go ahead and do so. As I said, I've never met the person he called today, and I found his story quite heartbreaking, growing up in the system, and the system failed him. Allegedly, the system failed him. Some persons recognize him from Chris Live to say that he called into Chris Live. So, anybody wants to reach him, you can contact me and I will send you his number and I will put you in direct contact with him. Please do not send me any funds for him, as I will be unable to go and pick it up for him. You understand? But I had a family member who was positive for over 25 years and I took care of her. She did not buy it, right? Sickness put on for all away. Anybody unfortunately for him, he contracted the virus when he was 13 years old. He wasn't even old enough to give consent. So it's not as if him go pick it up in a shop and order it. You understand? It's not as if him go buy it or him go see it, put on in a bag and take it up and try it on like clothes. Um, anybody can get sick. Sickness not put on with your name on it. Anybody can get sick. So if anybody want to assist him, you can contact me and I will send you his number and you can go ahead and show him some love. And one thing I realized is when he spoke to me earlier and he spoke about his lifestyle, he never really sounded very proud. And I thought that was a little bit heartbreaking as well, that you know he says that this was basically forced on him. He didn't know another way. Um, so keep him in your prayers. Happy that he's getting medication, and I would be happy if I knew that he was getting food. Um, as Jamaicans, many of us know about going overseas and enduring that struggle. So like I said, just reach out to me, guys. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I'm back. I took a break. I have more picture for upload. I have more video for upload. You understand? And for the bitter lady in the comment, listen, just drink some sugar and water and sweeten your spirit. So yes, I have more for upload that I'll be doing soon, but I'm happy to be back. I will be more active. I have a list of Miss Juliet's donors. I've actually been having anxiety over it, having the money all this time and unable to use it because we don't have enough. It really give me anxiety. So I'm going to put out the names tomorrow and the amounts that were sent, because I still have every dollar. Her daughter went and checked on board prices and see what we can start, and then ask some more assistance along the way, because like I said, it will give me anxiety having the money so long. And yeah, so big up on yourself, come make a reason, family. Live good, walk good. Wherever the opportunity presents itself to do an act of kindness, take advantage of that opportunity, because you never know the blessing. You never know the blessing that you're leaving your recipient with. All right. So I'm gonna just leave you guys with that.